Happy Bulletproof Monday, everyone. I hope you're having an amazing, amazing day. And first and foremost, if you're here live, I want to acknowledge you. If you're listening on iTunes or watching on YouTube, I want to acknowledge you too. Or if you happen to stumble by this page and you're watching this after the fact, shouts out to you. I don't believe there are any accidents, and you're definitely here for a reason. It's interesting because I get the privilege to mentor a lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of people doing a side hustle, a lot of people who are juggling work and life and building a business and navigating some challenging, uncertain times. And it's fascinating to me that people tend to forget that we really do truly get what we focus on. And I remember one of my mentors saying to me, Susan, what we focus on, we find. And so in today's Bulletproof Monday, I'm going to teach you the 9 questions that I ask myself to help bring me back into greater alignment, fulfillment, help me to focus on what I want and where I'm going. My name is Susan Sly. I am an entrepreneur. I'm a tech investor. I am a mom of 5. I'm an author. And I use these Bulletproof Mondays to really serve all of to you. I do go and read all of your comments. I would love for you to share this. You can go and start sharing it now into your pages if you like. And we're going to go ahead and get started. So it's interesting in business and life because we tend to get excited. The beginning of the week may be a point of excitement. The beginning of a month may be the point of excitement. There are these times where we're just so full of energy and so full of that, in French, that joie de vivre, the joy of living. Because excited, we have a new idea, a new concept. There's something we want to create, a business that we want to start, or maybe a business we want to grow. And then things can begin to happen that literally take us off course. And it could be things like what's happening now, where we have a lot of uncertainty. It could be that we receive some criticism from a friend or a loved one. It could be that we begin to doubt ourselves, and that voice in our head says, "Oh, you're not smart enough. You're not capable. Who do you think you are?" Trying to get ahead in life, and it can be so frustrating at times when we want to move forward toward our goals, and we feel so stuck. And how many of you can relate to that? Right? So last week, I was training an incredible group of entrepreneurs, over 1,000 of them. And someone said to me, "Well, Susan, how do you keep yourself on track? How do you keep yourself energized and focused? How do you, stay so positive and get so much done?" And the thing I said is this: it's the questions that I ask myself. And so that's the inspiration for this Bulletproof Monday. And that's what I want to share with you, these 9 questions. And my hope is that I'm going to go through them pretty quickly. My hope is that you'll be able to take away at least a few of these questions and help you. Because how many of you do? You get off course, you get out of alignment, you get frustrated, you get derailed. It can happen. And so I'm going to share with you my favorite questions. And this may be one of the most important Bulletproof Mondays I've ever done, because the more you grow your business, the more you grow in your career, there will be more opportunities as you're dealing with more people to get off course and to get out of alignment. So just a quick announcement: I am doing free coaching for side hustlers. It was beautiful last week, and that's going to be Friday, May the I have to, all the days are coming blended together. It's gonna be this Friday, Friday, May 8th, and it's gonna be at 11 a.m. Pacific at 2 o'clock Eastern. And it's, come with your questions in sales and marketing and productivity. I would love to help you. So you can just go to this link, join susansly.com, and you can get free coaching. I no longer do private coaching. I haven't done it for years and years and years. I am a certified coach and an entrepreneur. So you get coaching by a self-made millionaire. And again, it's absolutely free. So again, go to joinsusansly.com. So let's go ahead and get started. So, it's written that ask and it shall be given, seek and ye shall find. So the question I would have for all of you is, what is it you're asking for? What the average person does when they're asking is they ask the wrong questions. They say things like, why can't I do this? Why can't I be successful? Why can't I get ahead? Why can't I? Why can't I? Why can't I? And the reality is that in our day-to-day lives, if that's what we're focused on, that's what we're going to get. And so, just like we can ask ourselves disempowering questions, we can also ask ourselves very empowering questions at the same time. And so, the questions that we want to begin to ask ourselves are going to help us to focus on a solution and not on a problem. And so here we go. And as I'm going through this, just go ahead, take notes, and yeah. All right. So the first question I ask myself is, how can I see this situation in the light? I'll say that again. How can I see this situation in the light? So, seeing the situation in the light means that we might have a challenging situation. We might have someone who's frustrated with us. We might have someone we find has been perhaps saying some negative things about us, and we choose to, and we can choose to see a situation in the light. So, even in my own life, in my business life, sometimes things will happen, and, people. People never let us down. It's just how we choose to perceive it. And I'll say to myself, how can I see this situation in the light? And last week, there was something that was going on in my business life, and it was extremely frustrating. And that's exactly what I did. I said, how can I see this in the light? And within an hour, I started to see what a growing opportunity it was for me. I started to see that, just by choosing to see the situation in the light, I inherently had the ability to grow as a person, as a leader, to really tap into a greater sense of calm than normally I would. And it's a great, if you're dealing with a frustrating situation today, I would just encourage you to say, hey, how can I see this situation in the light? Just like right now, I'm supposed to be live streaming onto my business page, and Facebook made some changes with their creator. I had some technical difficulties and I couldn't live stream onto my business page. So here I am on my personal page. Oh, well, it happens. I'm choosing to see it in the light because some of you don't know that I do a Bulletproof Monday every Monday. And now guess what you do? I've been doing it for 2 years. So yay, it's all perfect. The second thing, the next question, what is the greatest gift I can give myself today? What is the greatest gift I can give myself today? So last week I was, there were a lot of things going on. So in one of my businesses, we're having a grow week and, very focused level of intensity, productivity. I was also finishing up a program at MIT in machine learning. It was a very technical program. And to be very candid, it was an extra 16 plus hours on my plate. There were some situations I had to deal with, plus being co-CEO of an artificial intelligence company. We're having meetings, and I had a lot of things going on and navigating homeschooling the kids. Honestly, it's not easy. And my shouts out to all the parents. It's tough. And so I was finding myself as so out of alignment. And I ask myself this question every single morning: what is the greatest gift I can give myself today? Some days it was going for like a walk at night, getting a second workout in. Some days it was a gallon of water. Some days it was like doing a detox day, but there was always something, a gift I could give myself. Journaling. This weekend, as I was saying, what's the greatest gift I can give myself? The thing that came up for me was just give yourself grace, Susan. Just give yourself some grace. And that's what I did. I gave myself grace, right? And number three, the third question is, how can I add value today? So there are people in life, some are givers and some are takers, and some just leave a net neutral result. You'll never remember their name, their face, or anything. One of the things you want to ask yourself is how you can add value to people. And it isn't easy, especially if you're feeling emotionally bankrupt, especially if you're exhausted, but figuring out a way. And I always say to my kids, every morning we pray before we start our day. And I always pray, God, please help us to give value to people today. And so maybe I'm giving value to you right now. As I said, there are no accidents. I was supposed to be living off my business page. The new creator wasn't letting me do it. Here I am on my personal page. It's okay. It's okay. Somehow, hopefully, to at least one of you, I'm adding value, and I will read all of your comments, I promise. All right, number 4, what is the one thing I can do to improve over yesterday? So we all have wall kicking moments. We all have times of great frustration, and just being able to ask ourselves, what's that one thing I can do today to improve over yesterday. And so, think about it. Maybe you drank 3 glasses of wine last night, so don't drink anything today. Maybe you had a pint of ice cream last night, so don't have it today. Maybe you didn't get a workout in yesterday, get your workout in today. Maybe you didn't take some time to journal and reflect, or maybe you didn't take time to reach out to someone or laugh with your kids or your family or your best friend. How can you improve today? Maybe it's about reaching out to more people in your business. Maybe it's about following up with more people. Whatever it is, you know the answer. And the thing is, you're all equipped. You're all equipped. Yes, even though I'm a coach and I don't do private coaching, as I mentioned, one of the things with Bulletproof Mondays is I want to teach you how to coach yourself. Because even if you have a really good coach, that person can't be with you 24/7, but you are with yourself everywhere you go. The fifth question, what can I do to get back into alignment? So when we're out of alignment, we make bad decisions. We say things we shouldn't. We sabotage ourselves. We don't get enough sleep. We don't eat the right things. We skip our workouts. There's a lot of things we do when we're out of alignment. We don't take action toward the life of our dreams and our goals. So what can I do to get back into alignment? Now, with what we're going through, some of the things that bring me back into alignment, like for me, it would be going to my church. I love to do that on Sundays or Saturday nights. It would be going to my hot yoga class. Those things are not things that are possible right now. So I've had to ask myself, what can I do to put myself back in alignment that involves social distancing, that involves like all the things we're going through, wearing a mask, what can I do? But I can tell you what doesn't put you back into alignment, drinking more, smoking more, missing your workout, those things just take you out of alignment. So figure it out. And for me, it's been things like meditating more, praying more, journaling more, just standing outside, going for a walk by myself, doing those things. And it's been a wonderful opportunity because I always feel like personal development work isn't something we go for a weekend and we're suddenly there. We read a book and we have a massive breakthrough. It changes our lives. I see more people who go to events and read books and they expand and they contract because it freaks them out as they start to grow. So I feel like this growth we're all on is a lifetime. And so for me, being here at home and not having the ability to do some of the things that realign me has been a wonderful opportunity for me to learn different ways to get back into alignment, right? And so number 6 is, what is the most significant thing I can do to grow my business today? So I specialize in working with people who have a side hustle or thinking about a side hustle. So oftentimes we're all over the map, right? It's like, oh, okay, well, I'm just going to go on social media and then I'm growing my business. No, you're not. Our business comes down to those key things we do on a daily basis that help to grow it. They grow our list, they grow our awareness of our product or service, they grow our number of customers, they grow our number of referrals. So what is the key thing I can do today to grow my business? And for some of you, it would be reaching out to more potential customers and clients. For some of you, you have reached out a lot, but it would be following up. For some of you, you have a lot of customers and clients, but you haven't perhaps asked them for referrals, right? So thinking about that expansively, what is that one thing? And that's why I love Gary Keller's book, The One Thing, because if we actually just focused on one thing, let's say it was prospecting or following up, we sat in a chair and that's all we did for 90 minutes. We did it every day for 90 minutes. What would happen to your business? It'd be massive, right? But we don't. We go online, we're like, oh, I'm just going to direct message all these people. And then suddenly we're looking at someone's video, we're getting all distracted. And so whatever that one thing is, and this is a question I ask myself. So what is the one thing? And I do have 3 companies that I run, and it isn't always easy. I'm not going to tell you it. But I always ask myself, what is that one thing this company needs from me today in order to move forward? Number 7, and we're just going to 9 questions. Number 7 is, what is something I can do today to move toward my dreams? So recently, a lot of us have shrunk our dreams. We were thinking we were going on summer vacation. My friend was supposed to go to Italy. Not happening, right? So some people have stopped dreaming. They're just, maybe they've lost their job, they're furloughed, they've got different things going on. It's like, oh, I don't even remember how to dream. And I would just say to you, think of a small dream. And it might be small to you, but maybe not to someone else, but it's your dream. So there's no judgment. And I'm just going to make this up. Maybe it's planting a garden is your dream, or maybe it's painting is a dream, or writing a book is your dream, or being able to retire early is dream. What is that one thing you can do today to move yourself closer toward your dreams? So, one of the dreams that I have is, I would love for Chris and I to live in Maui, at least part time, after the kids all go to college, which feels like a million years from now, but it's probably Emery's in grade 5. So we've got about 7 more years. And so the other day I was like, what is one thing I can do? Now, every day I'm productive and stuff. And I thought, you know what? I'm just going to take 5 minutes and I'm going to go on Zillow and I'm going to look at houses. That's my one thing I'm going to do toward the life of my dreams. And sometimes, my friends, I say this with such love, that one activity is just reminding yourself how to dream again and how to play again. My daughter Avery, I ran out of, if you know anything about me, I love my shredder. I love my shredder more than my car. I have like a super heavy duty one where you can put like 12 pages at a time with staples, and it's like you put like 4 debit cards through it at once. Like, I love my shredder. And so anyway, Avery, I ran a shredder bag. Chris said, oh, I'll go to Staples and get them. And Avery said, can you pick up some things I printed? And what she did is she went on Canva and she pulled like all of these different images, and she made, for her journal, like her high points of April, her high points of March. And then she has one that's all about dreaming, just things she has pulled off Pinterest. And she printed these all out for her scrapbook. And, taking that time, maybe, go on Pinterest, go on Zillow, go wherever you're inspired, HGTV, and start to pull out some images and just remind yourself to dream again. Number eight, is, what is the feeling I want to experience most today? What is the feeling I want to experience most today? So the other day, my friend Janie said to me, she's like, Susan, what are you smoking? I'm like, nothing, I don't smoke. She goes, but you just seem happier. You're laughing a lot. And one of the feelings that I keep saying during all of this is I want to experience joy every day. I want to experience laughter every day. And the moment I set that intention, it started to happen almost immediately. In a staff meeting, we'd have a joke and I'd be laughing, or would send me a funny meme about homeschooling or whatever it was. And I would just start laughing. And before all of this happened, I realized I wasn't laughing every day. And I thought, I don't even know. That just doesn't seem like me. I become way too serious, way too intense. And I think one of the blessings for me going through all of this is it's really forced me to sit with what my intentions are. So I have this intention to laugh every day. And most days I'm laughing at myself. And just, what is that feeling? Maybe you want to experience love, maybe it's connection, whatever it is for you. Ask yourself that question. The ninth question is, what do I need to give over to God today? What do I need to give over to God today? There are situations in life and in business where it can be overwhelming and you feel like you have to have all the answers. You don't. Almost on a daily basis, I'll say, hey, God, I want to give this situation over to you. And whether it's a negotiation with someone or just whatever it is, it's amazing how fast this resolution and this restitution shows up when I fully give something over to God. And I would just encourage all of you, whether it's a business, or maybe you have a child that's going through an addiction, or you have a something going on in your marriage, or whatever it is. Maybe you're just feeling overwhelmed as a homeschool parent, or whatever you've got going on. Just say, God, I'm giving this over to you. Please provide the answer for me. Please show me, what to do, why to do it, and help me to find that clarity and certainty. And so, and I promise you, the more you do that and show up with that, it's amazing how fast it happens. So anyway, I do want to finish with this. First and foremost, again, if you've joined me here on my personal page, welcome. It wasn't my intent. I was supposed to be on my business page, but the creator studio had a different idea. Then, whatever, that's totally fine. It's all perfect. I will go through and read every single one of your comments. And if you want to share this, I would love for you to share this video. And lastly, again, on Friday, I will be doing free business coaching for side hustlers. You just go to joinsusansly.com and that will get you an invitation to Friday coaching. So with that, God bless. You're all amazing. Go out there and rock it. And I will see you next Monday, hopefully back on my business page. All right, goodbye.